Hello, I'm Dwayne Baker. I'm the creator and volunteer coordinator for the Adopt a Stop program for ABQRIDE. So in about 2008, a friend of mine who worked in HR here had an opening, and I'd worked with her previously at Solid Waste. I was a temporary West staff over there. Saw an opportunity to come over here and get in permanent, and went through customer service. Worked there for about 8 months. Stood out from the rest, got opportunities to advance, and this opportunity became available in planning for a data specialist manager. And so I applied and qualified, and here I am 16 years later. On vacation in New York with a former city councilor, a good friend of mine, witnessing at a bus stop a woman with a yellow volunteer vest who was cleaning the bus stop. I wasn't so much interested in that as I was what the bus stop looked like and what kind of amenities they provided their community who ride the bus in New York. So I asked her, after looking at it, I wasn't really that impressed. I asked her, I said, "What are you doing here?" And she said, "Well, I'm cleaning my bus stop." And the fact that I said, "My bus stop?" And she said, "Yeah, this is mine." She said, "I live right there and I come down every day and I clean my bus stop." And I said, "Wow, that's awesome." I turned to Ken, his name is Ken Sanchez, and I said, "How come we don't have this kind of volunteer program in Albuquerque for ABQRIDE?" And he said, "I don't work for ABQRIDE, you do." And I said, "Well, will you support me?" And he said, "Obviously." So that was my inspiration for this program, and it's been wonderful. I get the opportunity to work with members of our community who want to make things better for others. I love the challenge of constantly having to adapt to new challenges. Most of what my job consists of is databasing and generating in-house reports, and a lot of that is new to me, so I'm constantly having to use Google, and I've got a great boss and two great bosses who are willing to share and mentor. So it's a great environment for working with individuals who are highly educated and are willing to show you the way. So one of the other great things about this job is benefits, the insurance, the pay is good, and I'd have to say, if anything happens, even though it doesn't happen that often, sometimes rarely at all, it's good to know. It's a sense of assurance that if anything happens medically, that it's covered, and that's one of the great benefits of working here. The biggest thing I would say I've noticed out in the field is being self-aware of and environmentally aware of what's taking place, and knowing when the bus is coming, using resources like your cell phone or schedules for every route. And I find that a lot out in the field, that people aren't sure of or don't know when the bus is coming. Sometimes the bus passes them and it's because they're sitting at the stop. Drivers aren't sure that they're getting on, so they drive right past them. Anyway, it's just good to be aware of when that bus is coming, and have everything you need ready to get on the bus and ready to go. It makes for a speedier and happier environment for everyone involved. I would say knowing that they're the operator of that vehicle, while they're in that seat, everything that takes place is what they do or don't allow through that front door. So they have the ability to control the environment, and 90% of what any issues that may arise can usually be stopped before it ever gets on the bus, and the driver absolutely has that ability to control who does or doesn't board. So that has a huge impact on how the environment on the bus. Yes, I pretty much keep to myself. I go with something to read or my cell phone I stay focused on, and I really don't worry too much about what else is taking place on the bus. I'm there to get from point A to point B, and I stay focused on that. So I think everyone else pretty much for the most part is doing the same. So yes, I feel safe. Mine, the one I adopted, Carlisle and Headingley. It's an RA shelter. It doesn't get a lot of use, but it's fairly used, and I'm able to keep it really clean. So I would have to say that's my favorite stop. You go to ABQvolunteers.com. You'll sign up and register, and then you'll take about a 45-minute course called the Safe Chemical Handling. After completing that, you'll receive a certificate, and you'll email that to myself and to Mr. Nicholas Futero. And then after that, I'll call you, and we meet at your stop or stops that you'd like to volunteer to maintain, and we schedule a time to meet up, and I'll give you a bucket with all the cleaning supplies, a pair of trash grabbers, and then we sign a 1-year agreement for you to maintain that stop, and then we're off and rolling. Hey, thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you out there on the bus, and I would love to see you join up and become a volunteer with Adopt a Stop. I'd love to work with you.